Hi my loves, welcome back to another exciting video. If you're new here, you're absolutely welcome. My name is Precious Agerinde and I create content on faith, relationship and lifestyle all the way from the beautiful Commonwealth of Dominica. Today we're diving into part 2 of things that shocked me about Dominicans. I'm not talking Dominicans from Dominican Republic, I mean Dominicans from Dominica, the nature island of the Caribbean. First off, I want to say a big thank you for the love you all showed me on part 1 of this video. If you haven't seen it yet, please check it out after this one. I promise you'll love it just as much. Don't forget to watch this video to the very end, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with everyone. Alright, let's jump right in. First thing that shocked me about Dominicans is that they love cats. Let me start with the cats, guys, because there are so many cats. On my street alone, I've stopped counting. Back home in Nigeria, the idea of having cats as pets is still pretty unusual. If we're being honest, cats come with a reputation in our culture, partly thanks to Nollywood movies. Let me paint a picture. A cat shows up crying outside your house at midnight. My Nigeria people will immediately plead the blood of Jesus. That's exactly what happened to me one night here in Dominica when I heard a strange sound outside my window. My neighbor and I thought it was a man snoring or going through it, so we were just waiting for the day to break to confirm. Because guys, this happened like almost throughout the night. Lo and behold, we found out it was a cat. How on earth was a cat crying like a man, a grown man, with the baritone and everything? I was surprised. No, I was shocked. Surprise is an understatement. Yeah, though, people absolutely love their cats. I'll admit I've been more relaxed about cats since moving here. They mind their business and I mind mine. No drama. But trust me, my anointing oil is still on standby, just in case. So the next thing that shocked me about Dominicans is that they can be stern. Okay, let me explain. One thing you will notice about Dominicans right away is their straightforwardness. They say things exactly as they are, whether or not it's what you want to hear. There's no sugarcoating here, my loves. The average Dominican isn't a people pleaser, and I find that refreshing. Even the vagrants on the streets seem to embody a certain pride. This sense of self-respect creates a culture where everyone is treated equally. At first, their bluntness shocked me, but now I kind of get it. Although it has its negative side, which I believe should be worked on. However, you always know where you stand with a Dominican. Once again, guys, these are my opinions, these are my thoughts. This might not be everyone's reality or opinions about Dominica. Now, moving on, let's talk about the third thing that shocked me about Dominicans. This is their resilience in the face of adversity. One of the most remarkable things about Dominicans is their resilience. And this was never more evident than after Hurricane Maria struck in September 2017. As a Category 5 hurricane, Maria didn't just leave a mark, it completely devastated the island. Homes were destroyed, businesses were wiped out, infrastructure was severely damaged, and nearly every part of daily life was upended. The lush greenery of the nature island turned brown overnight, and many wondered how Dominica could ever recover. But what stood out was the spirit of the Dominican people. Despite facing such overwhelming loss, they came together with incredible strength and determination to rebuild their lives and their communities. This wasn't just about repairing physical structures, it was about restoring hope and reclaiming a sense of normalcy. Dominicans rallied together like a family. Neighbors helped neighbors, communities organized themselves, and everyone pitched in, whether it was clearing debris, sharing food, or providing emotional support. In times of crisis, unity became their greatest strength. For example, you see groups of people working side by side to repair homes and rebuild local schools. Churches became gathering points for both prayer and practical support, distributing essential supplies to those in need. I got some supplies, Everybody was in need, okay? The government played a key role in coordinating recovery efforts, but Dominica also received support from international organizations, neighboring countries, and the Dominican diaspora, just to mention. Humanitarian aid poured in, and several countries provided technical expertise and financial resources to help rebuild infrastructure. Yes, I remember Samaritan Purse. God bless those people, like they showed up and they showed out. However, it wasn't just about waiting for external help. Dominicans took charge of their own recovery, proving their resilience and self-reliance. When the hurricane locked me in my house, hurt, alone and afraid, it was Dominicans who left their homes to come rescue me by 2 a.m. They broke the window and brought me out, and I went to stay at my Dominican neighbor's apartment till daybreak. What really sets Dominicans apart is their mindset. Even in the face of despair, they maintained a sense of hope and optimism, and this positive outlook fueled their recovery. For example, after losing everything, many families rebuilt their homes from the ground up. Farmers replanted their crops, businesses reopened, and students returned to school, all driven by a shared belief that they would rise again. Dominica's recovery from Hurricane Maria is a testament to the power of community, resilience, and forward thinking. It serves as an inspiration for other nations facing natural disasters, showing that with determination, unity, and a focus on sustainability, it's possible to come back stronger. Dominica's journey after Hurricane Maria is more than a story of recovery. It's a story of courage, hope, and the unwavering spirit of its people. It's a powerful reminder that no matter how devastating the storm, with strength and support, brighter days can always follow. Is that a word for somebody? With strength and support, brighter days can always follow, no matter how devastating the storm. So kudos to Dominicans. The next thing, which I believe is the fourth thing that shocked me about Dominicans, is one I've touched on before, but let's dive deeper into a fascinating cultural difference, which is name calling. If you're from Nigeria or any part of West Africa, you'll likely be familiar with the tradition of adding auntie or uncle, brother or sister before a person's name. It doesn't matter if the person is a stranger or a family member. As long as they seem older than you, you show respect by using those terms. It's an unspoken rule that reinforces respect and acknowledges authority, even if you don't know the person well. Now, if you move to Dominica, the rules are a bit different. Yeah, except in the professional setting or among certain individuals, it's common to hear younger people, sometimes as young as 5 years old, call older individuals by their first name without any prefixes like auntie or uncle. Imagine a 5-year-old calling you by your first name. It can be jarring, especially if you come from a culture where that will be considered disrespectful. But wait, there is more. In some high school settings in Nigeria, I keep making Nigeria my point of reference because that's what I know. That's where I'm from. I'm a Nigerian. Students will refer to their seniors as senior, put the name. For example, Senior Esther or Senior Emmanuel. It's not just a mark of respect, but a part of the hierarchical culture that exists even among school children. If you're coming from a background where this will be seen as an absolute taboo or even an abomination, brace yourself for a little cultural adjustment. It can feel strange at first, like, are they really calling me by my first name? Did I hear right? But be rest assured, you get used to it. It's just how things work in this new environment. The fifth thing that shocked me about Dominicans is that more than often, they do simple weddings. Now, if you know anything about Nigerian weddings, you know we go all out. Multi-day celebrations, hundreds of guests, and enough food to feed a small country. It's a whole production. Dominican weddings, on the other hand, are simple but beautiful. From what I've seen, they focus on the essentials: good company, great food, and meaningful moments. It's more intimate and down to earth. And honestly, I love that. Sometimes less is more. Outfits at Nigerian weddings are a fashion show. The bride may wear multiple outfits, from traditional attire like ashoke or George wrappers, depending on the tribe, to a white wedding dress and maybe even a reception dress. Guests also dress to impress, often wearing custom-made outfits in specific colors chosen by the couple. This is what we call ashoebi. Glitter, sequins, bold prints, and intricate designs are the order of the day. Here's an example of a recent wedding in Nigeria. Prudence, a renowned fashion designer, hosted a wedding with a unique twist. Guests were dressed like brides and grooms. Yes, you heard that right. Everyone dressed in their own bridal-inspired attire. For a Dominican wedding, the bride typically wears a classic white wedding dress, and guests come dressed in simple yet elegant outfits. Nothing too flashy. The overall vibe is effortless and chic, with a focus on comfort rather than making a bold fashion statement. Nigerian weddings are deeply rooted in tradition. The traditional ceremony is often just as important, if not more so, than the church or white wedding. Families exchange symbolic gifts, blessings are given, and cultural dances or rites are performed. Each tribe in Nigeria has unique wedding customs, but they all emphasize family, unity, and respect for elders. Dominican weddings don't have as many elaborate traditional rites, but they still emphasize the importance of family. The ceremony is usually straightforward, with heartfelt speeches and blessings. Some couples may incorporate religious elements depending on their faith, but it's generally less ceremonial than Nigerian weddings, which is what shocked me about it. It is simple yet beautiful. At the end of the day, whether it's an elaborate or relaxed celebration, the essence of a wedding is the same: love, unity, and the start of a new chapter. Now, the sixth thing that shocked me about Dominicans. This one was a bit of a culture shock for me. Dominicans are incredibly content people. In Nigeria, there's a constant hustle, a drive to achieve more. Here you don't find many people hustling to leave the highland to further their studies. It's a different pace of life, and I've learned to appreciate it for what it is. Now to the seventh thing that shocked me about Dominicans is that they are simple yet stylish. One of the most striking things about Dominicans is that they don't overdress. Whether it's a casual outfit or something more formal, Dominicans have an effortless way of looking good without going overboard. It's both refreshing and impressive, and it's a reminder that sometimes less really is more. Coming from Nigeria, I was initially taken aback by the simplicity of the local fashion here. In Nigeria, we are known for being bold with our clothing. Well, let me say the average Nigerian. We're talking about bright colors, intricate patterns, and layers of accessories. It's very easy for me to spot a fellow Nigerian here in Dominica. You'll usually be able to tell from the length and color of our hair and our overall stylishness. So when I arrived in Dominica, it was a surprise to see people dressing with such minimalism. The local style here isn't about drawing attention. It's about looking sharp while keeping things low-key. It proved to me that elegance and chicness don't require extravagance. Dominican women do look well kept and put together. One of the most delightful surprises for me was seeing older women, grandmothers to be specific, wearing pants. This is what we call trousers back home. I mean, these grandmothers look fantastic. The grannies be looking sweet 16. Hey, they ought me. They carry themselves with a kind of effortless grace that is rarely seen. It's not about the pants themselves though. It's about how these women, no matter their age, take care of their appearance and wear what makes them feel good. It's refreshing to see older generations embracing trends that make them feel young, vibrant, and beautiful. And then there is the way Dominican men dress. Guys, please don't come for me. I love you guys. You guys know that already, okay? I don't always understand the layers of chunky chains they wear, or the rubber they wear on their ankle. But hey, I guess it's part of the charm, even though it's not a charm that works on me. I personally prefer a well-tailored straight leg pant, which isn't the norm here. The pants aren't straight to the end, if you get what I mean. It has some spaces. But hey, once again, fashion is subjective and they are rocking it their way. One thing is for sure, men here aren't often in suits. The men I more often see on suits are lawyers. Once you see them on suits, just check that way in black and white, they're lawyers. I've been attending church in Dominica for a while now, and I can count on one hand the number of men I've seen in a suit. I think it's surprising for me because back home, you often find men, especially church workers, wear suits to church. In the end, what I love most about Dominican fashion is the message it sends. Style isn't about extravagance. It's about confidence, comfort, and authenticity. Whether it's a grandmother in stylish trousers or a man rocking chains with ease, Dominicans remind us that you don't have to try hard to look good. You just have to own your style, simple, stylish, and always on point. And that's it for today, guys. 7 things that shocked me about Dominicans. Living in Dominica has been such an eye-opening experience, and I hope sharing these moments helps you understand the people here a little better. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do by now. Please give it a massive thumbs up, leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video with anyone who would love to know more about life in Dominica, and anyone who's considering coming, and let the whole world know about the Commonwealth of Dominica. Thank you so much for watching, my loves. Until next time, I still remain Precious Ayorinde, and from me to you, it is bye-bye.